right, you guys have made it. We got one more comic. You guys good?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. This young man is in from Seattle, Washington. Good town. Good town. Let's give it up for Duante Barnett.
Whew. This has been like a marathon, huh? Yeah. We all right? We'll make it to the finish line. My name's Duante. It's spelled all fucked up though. Yeah, it's Duante. So I get everything from Duante to Duante. You even get Dwayne once in a while, like the T silent and shit. Worst part for me though is when I go to a new job at the doctor's office. People really have the balls to ask me if I spell my name right. Yeah, like I didn't graduate kindergarten and shit, right? And then I figured out my name's too ethnic for my resume. And I got a master's degree. And the only calls I get for jobs are like liquor store manager, garbage man, security guard. So I decided to go by my middle name. It's Edward. Yeah, calls got way better. I got calls for like IT, financials, management. We got one problem though. We get to the interview, they're looking for an Edward. And they got a Duante, if you know what I'm saying, right? And I know what the three white people in the back are thinking. We're the only ones that fucked up names. That's not true. I went to the doctor's office, I read the little girl's name tag. It was Ganell. Yeah, exactly. I see you mouthing it over there, young lady. I said, so your name's Janelle, right? And she was like, no, sir. My name's Gainel. Yeah, like Mike in the back. I said anal with a G, right? She's like, that's inappropriate, sir. And I was like, bitch, I'm just trying to remember your name, shit. And then I feel like being mixed is weird, too. Because people mistake my culture all the time. A white lady in Seattle last week be like, aren't you one of those Samoas? I was like, no, ma'am. I'm not a Girl Scout cookie. Yeah, if I am a cultural cookie, I'm an Oreo, bitch. Get it right. You know what I'm saying? Double stuff thanks to COVID. Anybody else know what I'm talking about? And then I did my 23andMe because I'm all racially ambiguous and shit. And I got to pause there. I'm tired of white girls doing their 23andMe. Yeah, I don't want to hear about how you're 5% black and you got a big butt and you know how to dance. Actually, I'm jealous because my black didn't kick in. I can't dance for shit. But my white did. I got good credit, ladies. Be the first Duante with a car in the house is in my name, you know what I'm saying? But the funny part is I got the results back. And it's been fucking with my personal identity. This whole time, everybody said I was an angry black guy. Gonna find out I'm 60% white. Yeah, I guess I'm an angry white guy, right? Here's the funny part, though. I tried to go to one of your meetings, sir. Yeah, they wouldn't let me in. I had a sheet on and everything. I was like, how'd you guys know? They're like, there's no T in Dwayne, you idiot. Not only that, but he didn't use the hard R when we did all our pledges. You know what I mean? Yeah, the black girl laughed. I heard that, yeah. These jokes are just for the two black people here. It's all right. You'll do it. Yeah. But the other hard part about being mixed, you ever been called the wrong racial slur at the wrong time? Yeah, I'm not saying there's a right time, but there's definitely a wrong time. Like, I remember the first time I was called nigga. Yeah, it was by my mom. Yeah, we were at a barbecue, young lady. I was like, who brought this white lady? She must be the one who brought the potato salad with the raisins in it. Shit! Thank you, I appreciate that. Then I whispered at her, meet me out back when this is over. I don't drive yet, shit. And then I like to fight stereotypes. I actually used to be an IT teacher, but this doesn't quite fit the description. So my first week of class, my white students would heckle me. They'd say shit like the floor's been swept, garbage been taken out. Don't worry, I found a way to get back at them. Since I have that master's degree, I tell all my white students to call me master. Yeah, that's your Black History joke of the month. A little late, just like us, right? And if any of you Howleys didn't like that joke, I'll give you a little history lesson. We didn't like it either, shit! And then I was a pretty good college teacher, so people always ask me that same question. They're like, why don't you teach high school or elementary school or something like that? I'm like, there's one reason. Yeah, it's quite simple. I like to fuck my students, and that's kind of frowned upon to those other institutions. I got a snicker out of her up here, Jose. You hear that? I got a snicker. I don't know. The bitch can stay for another show. I got a snicker up front. I got to laugh after that. Shit, all right. I mean, they're community college students, right? They need extra credit to graduate, right? Hey, at least I grade on the curve, you know what I mean? Man, hello, you know what's up. But the funny part is, I'm not really made for an office job, if you can't tell. Yeah, everybody in Seattle's all passive-aggressive, and I'm more like aggressive-aggressive. Like, if you piss me off at work, I won't email the boss or do like a subliminal Facebook post. I'll just catch him by the Keurig and punch in the throat. And then not only that, but when you work an office job, you always get a project with somebody you hate, right? And I remember one time I got a project with Bob. Bob's a racist. Bob hates me. I hate Bob. Fuck Bob, right? Everybody's like, well, what are you going to do about that project? I was like, I'm not doing shit. He knows. They're like, well, what are you going to do? I said, Bob better figure that out. I'm the affirmative action hire, you know what I mean? And then I think the worst part about a potluck is being a minority. You always get white coworkers that want to make an ethnic dish for you. I got 2 laughs out of her, Jose! I got a giggle! She's alive! She's not being abducted, she winked twice! But I'm like, I don't do that shit to you white people, right? Like, I don't bring green bean casserole or stovetop stuffing to the event, right? I'm mad at how you looked at her like, your mom's green bean casserole is to die for. But the worst part is, the day of the event, I had Megan come up to me one year, and she was like, you gotta try these greens. Yeah, I bet you they're better than your mom's. And I was like, bitch, that's disrespectful. Yeah, my mom's white, shit! Nobody on the islands knows about Southern black cooking. All right, never mind. That's like her making masubi for me, you fuckers. You know about that? Fuck, there's no islanders in here either. Never mind, I'll be right. Fuck, I had a pause. All right, never mind. Where we go? So it's like they're supposed to laugh at that. They didn't laugh. Fuck you guys. But it's funny, at my last office job, I decided to do things differently. Anybody in here work an office job? Yeah? You know what I'm talking about? There's the old guys club, right? The men's club. They got a credit card. They go for drinks. They're sexist, racist, right? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? She's like, yeah, fuck Bob, right? So I decided to join Lady Gang at my last job, right? And I walked up and Megan was like, you know there's a pledge week. And I was like, bitch, I was in a frat. Let's do this, right? So I come in Monday, right? And she's like, grab your Starbucks cup. Meet me at my car. I was like, ooh, shit. We get to her car. She's like, it's Mimosa Monday. Champagne and orange juice, bitches. Now, I'm a pothead. I don't really drink, right? So I come in Tuesday a little hungover, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. And she goes, don't worry. Meet my friend Jose. It's Tequila Tuesday, motherfucker. So I'm getting used to this, right? So I come in Wednesday, and I go, what is it? White girl wasted Wednesdays? She goes, no, our body's a temple. We drink water on Wednesdays, motherfucker. So I come in Thursday, and I'm like, okay, it's gotta be Thirsty Thursdays. And she says, no, we gotta get some work done this week. But don't worry, tomorrow's Friday, Fireball, motherfucker! So I done made it past Pledge Week, right? And I gotta represent Lady Gang, right? So I walk in the office, see that bitch Bob. He walks by, give him a little smack on the ass. Right? He jumps, he goes, whoa, that's inappropriate. I said, oh, I know. He did that to Megan last week. And I'm part of Lady Gang now. So you fuck with them, you fuck with me, Lady Gang motherfucker! I usually get at least 1 or 2 claps from the women. You guys aren't feminists at all. Fuck you guys. Fucking Pam, I like her. Her dating show should be Shaky Start. That's what I figured. I'm sorry. I'm going to hell too. She said shake it up. No, that's a weight. Shake weight. You're not allowed to do that. That's totally different. That was a very horrible commercial to watch. Fucking girl for 20 seconds doing this. Time I'm going to get into workout. Every guy in America was looking at his wife like, you don't got to buy a shake weight. I'm going to tell you, no fuck. I don't even know why I said that, and I'm fucking recording, god damn it. But it's funny, I'm a straight guy, and I live in Seattle, and there's a lot of gay clubs, and I'm trying to work on like being a wholesome person, right? And so I went to the gay club a couple months ago, I'm hanging out with my buddy, and I've been there for like 3 hours, and my ego kicked in. I got a little pissed off, had a little pride. I looked at my buddy, I said, I'm a sexy bitch, nobody's bought me a drink, what the fuck is going on here? And I go by SuitMan, right? I'm usually in a suit and tie, collared shirt, suit, tie, all that shit, right? And my buddy looks at me and goes, well, what size shirt do you wear? I said, well, 17 and a half neck. He said, well, if you're gay, you wear 19, because you got to be able to fit a cock in there. And I was like, that's bullshit, what the fuck? I was like, look, I'll show my titties, I just want a drink, what's going on here? Nobody wants to roofie me? God damn it, I wanted to turn you down. Fuck. You know, lead you on for a couple hours. Oh, sorry, I'm not talking to you. I didn't mean him, I'm sorry. She didn't laugh at that joke, Jose. I'm sorry. I'm going to hell. But I feel like when life's going bad, people always say anecdotal shit. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like just because you know all your arms and legs doesn't mean life's going good, right? So I remember when my mom passed away, right? Everybody wanted to cheer me up. They're like, you should buy a necklace, maybe earrings, or like a little pendant made out of her ashes. That way you'll have something on you to remind you of her. And I was like, oh, that's sweet. You mean like these cigarette burn scars? Best part is there's a tobacco usage history with these. Because on my right hand, it's a Salem. That's a full menthol cigarette. And later, fuck you, Pam. And later, she became a classy lady. So on my left hand, it's a Virginia Slim. Don't worry, ma'am. If this joke's too dark for you, I got my revenge. Yeah, when the bitch died, I had her cremated. Yeah, guess who's the ashtray now, Mom? Yeah, I think I got the better burn out of that one. Shit! Here's the best part, though. I remember the first time I told that joke, there was a guy in the front row. He laughed, he cried, he rubbed a little scar on his forehead, and he was like, well, I miss you, Dad. Oh, it's going to get darker, don't worry. Any parents in here make some noise? Yeah. Damn, she crossed her arms like, I have no fucking kids. Any dog parents in here? Pet parents make some noise, yeah? Yeah, it's not the same thing, you guys. I just want to tell you that right now. Listen, I've got 5 kids, right? And if my 3-year-old or my 4-year-old pisses or shits in her front yard, I'm a bad parent, right? And then not only that, but if I got a biter as a kid, I can't put them down.
Very unfortunate.
And like if I lose a kid or one goes missing, I can't just go to PetSmart or the Pound and get a new one, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole form you gotta fill out, right? And I'm pretty sure I can't be like, I want a white one next time. They're more valuable. Have you ever seen a milk carton? You know what I mean? And then not only that, you know, I'm black, so you know, you've seen Get Out, right? Yeah, they don't sell us whole anyways. They only sell us in used parts. I'm mad how she was shaking her head. He always like, oh, that's pretty good. No, it's not a great movie. That was a mind fuck like a motherfucker. I was like, why is that black guy acting like a white? Never mind, sorry. But I'm also a single dad. And when I was first a single dad, you gotta buy your kids one of everything. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like clothes, food, toys, shit like that, right? And I got daughters, so I go to the store, and I'm walking around, and I'm walking around, and I'm walking around, and I'm walking around. Finally, the lady comes up to me and goes, "Can I help you today, sir?" And I was a little embarrassed. Woo, good catch. I was a little embarrassed to say what I was looking for, so I whispered it. I was like, I'm looking for little girl panties. She was like, "Sir!" And I was like, "Oh, I got a daughter." I took out my phone, started showing pictures. And then I got pissed off. I was like, "Look, bitch, this ain't to catch predator." Yeah, because if it was, they don't buy them new, they only buy them used, right? He said theoretically, I hope you don't have an expert position on this, man. Are you going to give me some expert advice here? Now she's laughing. I got 4! Fuck you, Jose! Ah! But my daughter's a little bit older now, right? And she's 15. I go to the same Walmart, same neighborhood. Lady sees me and she's got a fucking attitude. She remembers the last time. She's like, "How can I help you today, sir?" I was like, "Well, simple. My daughter's 15. She hit puberty. She had her first period. I need some pads." She's like, "Oh, you're right. That is easy. Same amount as condoms." I was like, "Bitch, I got 5 kids. I don't know where the fuck those are at either, right?" That didn't get as many laughs as I thought I expected. Fuck you guys. And the funny part is, I'm actually a jock nerd. Do any of you guys know what that means?
Yeah.
You heard my set. Fuck you. Yeah. No, it means that I not only in high school was I the football captain, but I was also one of those peer mediators. So that meant after I bullied you for your lunch money, we had to have a talk about why you didn't give me enough. And then I'm from West Seattle, which is a Crip neighborhood. And I like to keep it gangster in everything I do, but I'm also a nerd. So when I play Magic the Gathering, I only use a blue deck. Hey, that killed Duck Dynasty guy. He's a fucking nerd too, right? Fuck your goblins and dwarves. It's all about water elementals. Fuck you guys. And then I had a Mexican friend in high school who loved playing Magic. And I couldn't figure out why. And he told me he had a green deck. And I was still perplexed. And he told me that way, he had a green card wherever he went. I don't like how Jose and Mike are looking at me right now, you guys. But it's funny to me because, like, I feel like I've had some shitty jobs in my life. And I think my worst job, well, my second worst job is I used to drive for UPS. Anybody in here got a UPS driver they're actually nice to? Make some noise? Yeah? No? Do you leave water on the porch for us at least? You know, you're not pissing in a Gatorade bottle all day. The least you can do is give me water. But anyways, it got a little risque one day, right? I pulled up to this old lady's house and she's like, "You got a big package for me?" And I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And then she was like, "Well, can you put it by the back door?" I was like, "If that's how you like it." I got a leg dance and a giggle over here. Fuck you, Jose. And then she's like, "Actually, I got this little cubbyhole up front." I was like, "Ma'am, I'm brown. Won't fit." Ah! Sorry, I had to do one big joke. Sorry, my apologies. But my worst job ever was I used to referee little league sports like football, basketball, all that. Any of you guys cuss out a ref lately? No kids in here, that's right. But the worst part about the job is just the coaches cussing at you, or the grandparents not knowing what game it is. You ever had a 9-year-old tell you to get your shit together? And I was looking at my daughter like, "You're a cheerleader, like you're not even in the game. How are you fucking getting home?" Like, "Fuck you, shit!" And then I used to be married. I had that usual son-in-law, mother-in-law relationship. Anybody know what I'm talking about? You know, where she hates you, you hate her. I found a common ground with mine. She likes spirit animals. So I told her she was the new one. It's a hybrid. Part cheetah, part puma. Yeah, I told her she's a puta. I think I'm about at that time, so I end up with a bad joke. He's like, really? They've all been bad, fucker. So I go by SuitMan Productions. I do a show called Def Comedy Jam. Any of you guys ever heard of Def Comedy Jam? Make some noise, yeah? Yeah, I don't think you fuckers are hearing me. Mine's DEAF. We translate comedy for deaf people. Here's the fucked up part. When I did the show the first time, I got trolled by the deaf community. And my response was, I'm half deaf. They're like, that's not deaf enough. And I was like, bitch, I'm mixed. I gotta prove how black or white I am. I'm not proving how deaf I am to you fuckers too, you know what I'm saying? But the worst part is, I remember as a kid, I was diagnosed Asperger's. And my mom's response wasn't the best. She's like, so you're saying he's a retard? They're like, we don't call him that. I was like, yeah, but she still calls me nigga though, you know what I mean? Hey, thank you for having me stand up, Honolulu. Give it up for your host, your MC, your producer, your DJ, and the second sexiest guy in the room. Give it up for Pepper Lamb.
I'm okay with being the second sexiest guy in the room. Because I know to some people I'm still the sexiest. Thank you. This isn't a dad bod, this is Uncle on the Grill physique. Every room I go into,